I mean, I can remember on-site F2 being talked about and written about probably 10 to 15 years ago as the next big thing here, or the big solution. Is it simply that we've learned more about the challenges with F2 that's gone a bit quiet, or is there some other reason for that?
Well, actually, compared to fluorine on call, or what BOC Edwards had initially introduced probably more than a decade ago, the activity has been increased because of the push toward trying to minimize CO2 emissions and new chip fab builds. So, for those of you who know about specialty gases, you know that NF3 is rather inert when it comes to human health, not so when it comes to global warming. And comparatively, you cannot immediately just exchange NF3 bottle for an F2 bottle. There's many different things that have to go on from the facilities perspective, and those run up a high expense, capital facilities expenses that are not easy to incur unless you have a new greenfield site that you're building on for a new chip fabricator. Now that there has been quite a bit of new expansion going on and investment, that makes F2 much more possible. And that, combined with the increased sensitivity toward the environment, I think are leading toward more replacement of NF3, although it's still slow.